When Ivey passed away, I thought if there was anyone deserving of a song, it's that man right there. The only one tougher than Ivey in the whole New Glasgow, Trenton area was his wife Stella. That was my dad's sister. Just the name alone put fear in the hearts of people. Stella poured a cup of coffee, said, "I'll take this on the road. I'll see you later, Ivey. Your supper's on the stove. I'm going uptown. Don't you be out all night. Say hello to Ann before me. Leave the kitchen light on." Ivey was a little man, but he left a giant trail. A pocket full of change for the kids the world had failed. And he lived by pride and principle. He was a blue-collar man. And he'd take the shirt right off his back and he'd give it to a friend. Yes, and down on Ivey's wall, down on Ivey's wall, down on Ivey's wall, life was just as simple as God planned. If it wasn't, Ivey would demand it. So when Ivey passed away, I went up to sing at his funeral. There was a choir of the old gentleman there singing. And I sang Amazing Grace, and I finished, and I was sitting next to the last old guy in the choir, and he was bawling his eyes out. And he leaned over to me, and he said, "That was beautiful." And I was waiting for him to say something profound about my Uncle Ivey. And he put his arm around my shoulder and he said, "Ivey taught me how to roll my first smoke." Can't make this shit up, folks. Now the next verse of the song never made the record. I did this record with Chad Urshik up in Toronto years ago, my first one with EMI. And Chad said, "This song is too long, Bruce. You need to shorten this one up, son." And I said, "Chad, this is a real story about my Uncle Ivey. If he was here right now, he'd probably beat the shit out of me." He said, "You're never going to get it played on the radio." And I thought, well, you know, I'd like the people to hear about my Uncle Ivey, and I want it on the radio, so I'm going to cut that verse out. But I don't think Chad is here tonight, so I'm going to put it back in for him. What it was all about was about Ivey being the shop steward at the car plant there in Trenton. And Brian Mulrooney was on the campaign trail. There was a picture on the front page of the Glasgow paper of Brian standing with a political smile on his face and his hand out. Shake Ivey's, and Ivey's two fists were clenched and his shoulders were back, and his men were standing behind him. And I thought, good Lord, there's a car plant worker with a chance to shake the hand of the Prime Minister of Canada and refuses to do so out of principle. That's my friggin' uncle. So the boys who walked the picket line, they were down at the plant. Big man, he come walking in, saying jobs for every man. But Ivey wouldn't shake his hand. When he asked him why, he said, if I did, I'd only be an accomplice to your lies. You see, you men who hold the power, you mostly live in fear. Guess that's why you say exactly what we wanna hear. Or maybe you're just puppets, just victims of the game. But it's one of these men with a hungry kid, man, they don't feel much like playing.